All right. So you were born. It looks like you were born out in parts of rural North Dakota. Tell me about where you grew up, Frank.
I was born on a rural farm 5 miles west of Shields, North Dakota, during a severe snowstorm in February of 1943. I was premature uh, term baby, and my first bed was a shoebox on the end of the oven door.
So there were a lot of things that weren't exactly as modern as it is today.
Definitely not. We had no running water.
Mm-hmm.
We had a coal stove, a coal wood burning stove, and that was used for not only heating the house but as for cooking as well. Uh, so we did. I was among. There were 10 in my family, and I was approximately in the middle. There were six girls and 4 boys in the family, and I attended a rural one-room schoolhouse for my first grade. There were approximately somewhere around 10 kids, I think, in school, grades 1 through 8. Uh, After that, it was an extremely bad winter that particular year as well. We rode to the school in the wintertime in a sleigh pulled by some horses. And after that year, my dad decided that was enough of that, and he built a house in Flasher. And so during the school year, we lived in Flasher and attended St. Lawrence Catholic School for grades 2 through 8.
Okay.
After the 8th grade, my dad decided that city living was not a good place for a group of kids to hang out. Uh, so we sold the house and we went back to the farm, and I we stayed boarded at a room for 2 more years at Flasher, and then I finished high school in McIntyre, South Dakota, living with a friend there as well in 1960.
Okay. Let me follow up on that. So you were obviously then got into the science field. Was there anything growing up that sparked your interest in science?
Not really, other than you know when you grow up on the farm, you learn to be a tinkerer, and when you're out in the field doing something, if something breaks, it's up to you to figure out how to fix it.
So, did you have opportunities then once you grew up and attended the small schools? How did you prep yourself for kind of a career ahead that you didn't know would go into science?
Well, actually, I didn't. I liked math more than chemistry and physics in high school. Math was my best subject, and so I was going. I went to college for thinking I was going to get a degree in math, and so my first year at college, I actually then, because I went to high school in South Dakota, I actually then ended up going to Northern State College in Aberdeen, South Dakota, because most of my friends went there. After that, my sister and Jerry in Bismarck, her and her husband had bought a house and said, "Well, why don't you just stay with us and go to school in Bismarck?" Uh, so I did, and I attended Bismarck State College, or it was Bismarck Junior College at that time, and I graduated from there with an AA degree, which is Associate of Arts degree, which is what you get from a two-year school. I then got my BS degree in math and chemistry at Valley City State College, and it was at Valley City State College where my interest in chemistry developed. While taking chemistry there, the professor uh, at Valley City was in charge of testing the local water for quality, and we did pH, bacteria, and a variety of tests. And so he asked me to taught me how to do those tests, and then I also became the lab assistant and the stockroom person. And so all of a sudden, I went from you know just getting a science requirement to being totally uh, engrossed in chemistry. And I had the keys to the building, and so frequently I and my friends would actually spend the night in the chemistry lab making things that we probably shouldn't have made. But that's how I got my really severe interest in chemistry. And after that, I focused just on chemistry. I'd take 2 or 3 classes in chemistry during each term. And so I ended up then getting my BS degree in chemistry and math in 1964 from Valley City. And during the summers, I then attended NDSU and ended up with a master's in chemistry in 1969.